Barging in, Benny. Benny, right on time, Benny. Barging in, Benny. Come on in, Benny. Go get in the spot, Benny. Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny. Dude, that's a cute, good dog. You're very handsome and you're smart and you're pretty too. You're all those things. Now I get the door, because Barging in Benny ruined my good morning to the on the tubes. Benny rude. Benny rude dude. Oh, big face Benny, what do you do to me, Benny? What do you do to me, Benny? What do you do, Benny? It's such a good dog, Benny. Hi, I'm Marge. I'm a Hale empath, and I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And if you knew what a Hale empath was, that's really kind of funny. To me. I don't know, I don't always have a good sense of humor. Sometimes things aren't funny to me, so if you're feeling that kind of way, I can relate. I won't take it personal. We just aren't on the same vibe this morning. I gotta go do chores today, so I just wanted to pop on and be accountable and say hey. I've been watching the Umbrella Academy, and then that back and forth, I found this new show. I don't really like the big corporations. I don't. Although, if I cut everything out of my life that is related to freaking nastiness, you know, then I'm gonna not have nothing left. I'll be like the Heyoka in a bubble. So, you know, so whatever you can live with. So I was watching Netflix last night, and I don't really watch it a lot. Mostly I watch Hulu and YouTube for shows, or I'll go to the places directly that has the show. Bennett does so cool your jets, Benny. I started watching Love on the Spectrum. I really liked that show. So I didn't know. I mean, I knew that I always thought I was a bad student and I was retarded and dumb and stuff like that. I just always thought I was different, right? And then there are always kids in class that they called retarded and stuff in class, but I never identified with that. I never identified with thinking like them and being like them until I grew up and went through life, and then I understand their ways of thinking now. So I am like them. See, I was tested for everything when I was a girl. I was a speech impediment. I have all the clinical markers. The clinical markers that book writers like to put in books to say, if your child is like this, I'm sorry to inform you. That's how it used to be. I'm sorry to inform you. See, I was just this little ray of sunshine. I always looked for my silver lining and everything in the bright, and people could never understand how can people look at the bright side of things, especially the narcissist and the creeper and the controller. And it's just something in me. It's just something I always did. So, you know, people have tried my whole life to just take in my light, just try to do things to wreck my day and ruin my day. And it's like, no, that's all right. It's more about you, less about me. Carry on as you were, you know. And so I was, and I was always in like the dumb class and the average, and I never got good grades, and getting student of the month and awards and stuff like that. It was just always a dream for me. And I managed to freaking muster up enough moxie in me, and I freaking ended up late in life, 26, going to the Air Force so I could go to college because I knew I was going to have to take care of Ma. It's funny how I went down that 20-year path to do all that, and I ended up taking care of Ma just like I thought, only I'm not using anything I used in that 20 years to do it. It was like ego deflation. It took me 20 years to get all this, education and degrees and experience and all this stuff. And then in a matter of, as a decision, I can't go to work anymore. I got to stay home, be a work from home daughter. I got to think about come up with different ways of earning income. And I haven't been, I got all kinds of good ways. I just don't know how to connect with the people. Because, I can manifest and wish and dream and hope, oh, money come to me, drop in my lap, I got to do stuff to earn it. And I talk about it in other videos. I ain't doing that today. I got other stuff I got to do. But it was just, I don't want to get too far off. I just really appreciate them, the bright side of them, for doing a show like that. They're like helping people on the spectrum, you know, and people. It's the thing. Here's the plot twist, folks. Everybody's on the spectrum. Every human being everybody is on the spectrum. It's not an autism spectrum. It's a human spectrum. It's an emotional spectrum. It's a psychological spectrum. It's a spiritual spectrum. It's a frequential spectrum. It's a color spectrum, and we all got it. It's what you do with it. That's what designates your dash in the spectrum. You know, your timeline, how long you're here from your first breath to your last. What are you going to do with that? I went to work every day, every Monday, had the same conversations with the same people, doing the same things, the same month, the same season, the same year. And this year everybody's schedules got disrupted, so a lot of people had to stop abruptly, like my life stopped abruptly 3 years ago when I came to the 3 years ago when I came to the realization that my days of going out to an office and being an earner in that capacity are over. You know? So I've always been taken care of. We always had everything we needed. Even by the skin of our teeth. Skin of our teeth, man. Barely getting by. I can float a 22-cent loan for 10 days. That's how, you know, when you live and when you've lived in scarcity. And I've lived in where I did not lack for anything either. I had the big house, owned the big house all by myself. You know, Mom, come out, live with me. You know. Then it didn't work out, so we came back out west. Now we're going back down south. And it's just like, you know, you guys go where the spirit is comfortable, man. And it's not freaking comfortable in Salem, Oregon. Man, the bureaucrats, the bureaucrats. There's no other bureaucrats. They make rules and they're just do what I say. And you're not doing what I say. I'm gonna call the rules on you. I'm gonna call authorities on you. Cops used to be a lot harder to outrun folks. They used to be way harder. It's freaking embarrassing. No wonder they're kicking everybody's asses. I'd be freaking embarrassed. You look terrible. Heart attacks waiting to happen everywhere. Get healthy, people. Come on. Your dash is going to be a blip. I ate my feelings yesterday. I got some Taco Bell. Taco Bell, man. Some flavors are just consistent. I get it like once a year, maybe. Back in the younger days, the drunken hungries ain't nothing like some Taco Bell. Anyway, it's just most of it's just all junk. But the tacos, just the basic plain tacos, those taste the same to me. I worked at a Taco Bell. I worked at one for about 2 weeks when I was 19. The night shift in Redding on Market Street. Not my cup of tea, man. Not my bag. Nope, wasn't for me. So, I've worked in all these things, you know. That's and then, you know, that's why it's funny that the bureaucrats, all the people making rules for people and stuff, making rules and regulations, they're the ones that pay themselves like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to not really ever fix anything. But every a couple years we'll throw out an election and we'll just make the people think that they have some control in their lives, but they really don't. With this whole seedy line, anyway, I'm getting off topic about the whole love on the spectrum thing. But when I was watching that, that's what I was thinking about, was how, like, Michael, he's one of the he's my favorite. I think I would hang out with Michael. I would, because he gets excited like I get. I like that guy a lot, you know. And we're just all about love, man. We just want to find someone to love, you know. I can totally identify that. That's the headspace I'm in right now. I'm like, man, Marge. Well, I never loved myself, though. That's the thing. I never did until, like, the last couple years. And then I became my best friend. I became someone that I can respect that does respectable things. Yeah. That's why I talk about all the crap I do on YouTube, so I keep myself accountable. I surely do. It ain't all love and light, and I go out there and I have to deal with my demons every day, and my demons are inside me. And all demons are demons, and demons are unacknowledged, unrecognized hurts that have just been ignored. They're neglect. Well, just because I was neglected by other people in formative years of my life, doesn't mean that people aren't capable of learning how to take care of yourself and nurture yourself and soothe yourself and heal yourself and grow within yourself. And then all that desire for external stuff, money, property, prestige, hot chicks, all that stuff for pretty ladies, pretty guys, whatever you're in, whatever you like, none of that matters, living useful forever, no, none of that matters, It's all that external stuff, it's all ego stuff, and people are figuring it out so fast. So anyway, like I said, I don't have a whole lot going on this morning as liking those shows. Let's see. I was just seeing all the weird stuff that's happening in the earth. The grid is waking up. Mama Gaia. Start thinking about how you want to see the earth, how you want to see it in a positive way. Don't start thinking about the negative stuff, because the potentials are already there. Mount Blanc in Italy is at risk. I got a notification. I got an app on my phone because of Ben Davis over at Space Observers. Disaster prediction. So for every time there's an earthquake, I get a notification, and these are just from the earthquake notifications. In like the last day, that's a lot. And I'm always keeping track of stuff, weather patterns. But I also got to keep track. I got to make Mom's at breakfast now. She got up a little late, so time's a little our schedule's a little off, and I got to go out and do a couple errands this morning so I can be in for the weekend, because this freaking weekend is gonna be so crazy. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be nuts. Hold on to your hats, folks. I'll be back later on. I hope you have a rad, peaceful, safety first kind of day.